He did something in my case. I recused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I must hear it? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with you,
yes,
then you need to go and
no, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have recused yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this year's number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Binta from my case. I did not insist. I did not want to hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased to not be in my case. I don't want you to do the right thing. A chairman of the board of Benja's constitution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world such nonsense done. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot try me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you are behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money that pay you from the ATM surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you. You say you are going to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Binta Nyako will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth. I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that, as I said, the view of the class that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application and apply that the Lordship wants to essentially give for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this is what I'm not well. This is an order of God. An order of God says, Justice Binta Nyako is recused. An order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was conscious official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? That's an order of, give it to him, he doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order, give him, he doesn't have it. It's an order of court.
I take your permission.
It's an order of court.
I take your permission to address you. But let me tell the defendant that in everything life, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
And telling lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher and insulting.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because when you are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? If the memo from Chief Judge is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside as a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Binta Nyako, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Even you definitely get for trial, so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame. I have not here before me for the benefit of Chief, because it seems she doesn't know the law. So I will tell you, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria, national judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria, 1C, I'm reading. Liberty. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside it is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. So the senior advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, even the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her.
Hello, great people. You just watched the video of Nnamdi Kanu, what transpired in court. Now, we must not fail to point out some important things from that particular video. Now, which is first, the boldness of Nnamdi Kanu. Make no mistake, if you watch that video and what Nnamdi Kanu tried in court, if you ever have a case in court and you want to try what Nnamdi Kanu tried in court, you might end up finding yourself in more trouble. Now, Nnamdi Kanu was able to do that because he has made a name for himself. Nnamdi Kanu has been was able to act in such manner because there's a lot of controversy surrounding his case, and it has taken an ethnic dimension, it has taken a political, socio-economic dimension, it even has security dimension to it. So I need to point it out that if you ever find yourself in court for any case in any manner whatsoever, don't put up the behavior that Nnamdi Kanu put up in court. That can only be done by somebody of the stature of Nnamdi Kanu. If you try that in court, you may find yourself in deep problem. Now, let us look at something, which is that why is the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, why are they not speaking for Nnamdi Kanu? Could it have been that the lawyers are just there as figurehead, or could it have been Nnamdi Kanu that silenced them, that he wants to defend himself? Because the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu are not doing their job. It is Nnamdi Kanu that is reading, that is quoting the law to the prosecution counsel, the senior advocate of Nigeria representing the federal government. That shouldn't be the case. That should have been the function of his lawyer. Now, one major thing that baffles me in that particular video is that Nnamdi Kanu is reading from the law of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is quoting the constitution of Nigeria. Then you want to ask yourself, how is this guy able to know this law? Nnamdi Kanu is not a lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu has not represented somebody in court before. Is it from the little minute that his lawyers would have briefed him in DSS custody, and we've had media report that sometimes they won't even allow his lawyers to see him? Is it during those brief meetings that Nnamdi Kanu was able to memorize all these laws that is quoting, including the pages of those laws? Could that have been the case? Because if Nnamdi Kanu could be quoting the law of Nigeria to a senior advocate who happens to be the prosecution counsel representing the federal government, and to the judge that is seated, then we need to acknowledge, whether anybody likes it or not, that that is exceptional brilliancy in the true sense of it, because there are so many people that have cases in court that even if you tell them the law from now to tomorrow, they won't even be able to remember it. But Nnamdi Kanu remembered the sections of the law that is relevant to his case, and he is pushing it strongly. But what concerns me is that, could Nnamdi Kanu have been right? If Nnamdi Kanu is right, and the people that he is quoting the law to are lawyers, are judges, and they find it difficult to either acknowledge that Nnamdi Kanu is right, or to now contradict him with strong facts that no, you are not wrong, this is the true position of the law, which didn't happen in that video, then it leaves the issue with greater concern. Because You know the law better than Nnamdi Kanu. So why are you not obeying the law? In such instance, it shows that there are either fifth columnists to the case, or there are some interested mind or interested perspective to the case. And that is why some people, including myself, have been calling for a political solution whereby Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government will reach a middle ground on this case, and so that the case can end. And like I've earlier asserted in one of my videos, that if a case goes back and forth, if it goes from the High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court, then it returns back to the High Court based on technicality, then it shows that the federal government that is prosecuting you most likely does not want the case to end for reason best known to them. So those are some of the things that happen. It's not that the federal government does not know the law. And let me use this to make a comment on some of our people that usually watch videos, which is that if you don't know something, please ask rather than display ignorance. When I said that the case of Nnamdi Kanu went from High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court and went back to the High Court again, somebody just came to the comment section and started abusing me that I don't know the law, that the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land and the Supreme Court has spoken. No, the Supreme Court spoke on a particular aspect of the case which delves on the bail of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but on the ruling of terrorism, treasonable felony, the Supreme Court did not rule on that. So what I can advise my beloved viewers is that if you don't understand something, don't try and always cast aspersion on the resource person that is trying to educate you, that is trying to use his time to make a video to kind of educate you. It's not that the person educating you does not have anything to do. No, we are all busy people. So ask questions rather than cast aspersion and display your sophisticated ignorance in the public domain. But I hope that the federal government will act right, and this case of Nnamdi Kanu will end in no distant time. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with Dr. Omoshola. Do want to subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.